I have to?
Well, yeah, they are usually only potential problems. They are of no use, so they can't help. So it's like vestigial these days.
Okay.
So literature says that it's best to be removed, and also in my experience, it's best to be removed. And if you look at developed countries,
Is it related to the surgery?
no, not today.
No. As in, do you have to get it removed because of this?
No, nothing to do with what we're doing now.
Okay.
It's just for your general dental oral health. I mean, if it's a general question. So the developed countries, many of the countries, they have this prophylactic removal of wisdom teeth. By the time you're 17 to 20, they just knock them all off. Because they tend to cause issues for a lot of percentage of patients, and therefore it's wiser to just remove them. Now in your case, I think you don't have on one side, you have on all other three sides.
I've got one removed.
Yeah, so that's why you've got three remaining. You've got something done here as well. You can get them removed at your convenience if you want to a little
That's a
later
root
date.
canal.
Which one?
The one that's empty there.
There's a gap there, yeah, the two teeth missing, I think, or one molar is missing.
One more is missing.
One tooth is missing. All right, so we're going to start your surgery pretty soon, I think. You didn't have anything to eat this morning? Fasting, no water, nothing since you woke up? You brushed your tooth? Brushed? Okay. Just asking. All right, so we start in maybe half an hour, no, 45 minutes. Okay?
Alright.
Right, thank you.
Yeah, it doesn't look bad to me.
No, it's not about that. I'm talking about the left and the right. It goes this way. Like
Yeah.
a smile should be this, it
Correct.
goes this. So
that will be corrected a wee bit when we move this part of the jaw and these muscles that come along with it.
Mhm.
But the upper thing is going to not be touched, right? So that part will remain also. Therefore, I think you can expect an improvement, but not totally symmetrical.
Okay. Alright. No, I just thought of
Yeah. So you got that right now.
Yeah. Alright.
See
Thank
you.
you.
You're welcome. Bye. It's the normal thing that we want to be scared of yourself.
I'll wake up soon, right?
Immediately will wake up and there's going to be no much pain. Maybe it won't be an issue. Some patients do complain of some pain in the throat because of the tube. But otherwise what I do, right, I give blocks. Blocks are like nerve blocks that make a particular area numb for 12 hours, 24 hours like that. So there is nerves here, so I block those nerves. So you're not going to get pain. And then also you're going to be sleeping under general anesthesia. So it's like a double pain control. So pain is not going to be a problem. But yeah, usually people that pain, even I feel, you lose control of yourself, you don't go to sleep, you don't know what's going to happen. That's the element that gives you fear.
I trust you.
Like they say, no डर के आगे जीत है, something like that kind of thing.
On 20.
ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡೋದು
ಕಟ್ಬಿಡಿ
Doing a genioplasty, asymmetrical sliding, advancement, vertical augmentation, also jaw sculpting to improve upon the patient's symmetry and proportions, both at the same time. Yeah, I think the only way to do is from here. You have to go and work. But normal average you will need, I think, see, so 5 days we should think that people can have pain. You're in that 5% where you'll not have pain. But average, because if people come and say, don't give me pain medications, they're going to freak out. So typically, some can have pain up to 10 days. I've had of rare patients telling me 1 week ke baad bhi thoda dard hota tha doctor, this and that. But yours is amazing because you say no pain after 2 days, and right now no medications for 2 days, no pain medications. That's awesome. Charina ki gloves tha?
No, actually, no pain since day one, doctor. Honestly, by
Okay.
God's grace, I've not had any pain.
Cool.
And it's been good. The work seems good. The only concern is
Work
that
seems good. Okay.
the work is fabulous.
Okay.
I've come here all the
Now
way just
that's
for the
better
work.
now.
Yeah, so anyone who is scared to get this done, I think they should definitely go for it.
Reconsider.
It looks very scary.
And I'll tell you one more thing, yours not a straightforward procedure.
Yes, it was a major surgery.
It was pretty not straightforward. So of course that we can't show here because this is just how you were before. So you see she was always beautiful, and actually if you look at her, she probably she's all swollen up here, but all of that is going to go down. So what we've essentially done, you can give her a mirror. Kannadi Gudu. So what we've essentially done is we've gotten this chin that was placed asymmetrically towards the right to the left, and there is a hollowing here which has gone inside. That's also, we've given fullness here. So this part we've given fullness, and the chin has moved, and the little bit fullness here will go down. There's still swelling there. So once it heals, this part will go in, also this part will go in, but the chin will not go in. And you can see here again the kind of a twisted deformity. So her issue started most likely with a childhood trauma, wherein one part of the face refused to grow or didn't grow as symmetrically or as it would have normally grown otherwise. All right, this is some more. Okay. So with your lipstick and the earring and everything before, people must be thinking I'm spoiling your looks.
No.
So you should come with nice lipsticks.
I'll give you makeover pictures later when my swelling goes down.
Yeah, correct. So we're just moving on to somebody else now. Okay, sorry. Okay, so I think this view and this view is where there's a lot of improvement. What we can appreciate.
Also, doctor, I want to ask you that there's a little more swelling on this side. So when the swelling will go down, how will it look? It look proportionate, right?
So we have actually worked on the bone. After planning, measuring and moving the desired amount, the whole soft tissue drapes over the bony skeleton or the lower jaw in your case. So since, we'll take a scan now and I'll show you on that. Since that has been done exactly symmetrically, so I would expect the soft tissue to do the same. If not 100%, you would have 95%, but nothing less than that. So I think that answers your question. Meaning this is more swollen because you've done a little bit more surgery there. I told you this entire...
I understand that from the swelling itself.
Well, go down.
It'll go down and it'll look proportionate, right?
Absolutely. Yes.
The jaw.
Yes, and we brought it forward also, your chin, like I said.
Yes.
So this height would be a little bit more eventually compared to this once everything is healed.
All right.
And any other doubts?
And the skin, will it sag around?
No. So the skin will not sag. On the contrary, it will look tighter because we've basically pulled it. If I'd only removed the excess of the bone, then what you're saying can happen. But now because we've cut the bone and then moved it forwards. I don't know if you remember in my consult, I did say
Yes.
that one of the advantages of the plan I was making was that if you retain the bone where it was and get the symmetry, it could be some sagging. And now it will not be there. So it will be better.
Because you've.
Yeah, and also this grooving, the nasolabial grooving was a little bit exaggerated for you. That will also come down a little bit of
Sorry,
surgery.
what?
This grooves, dono sides.
Yes.
So that was little bit, now it looks correct. It's going to increase more than this, but it won't get this groove deep. Because these muscles are attached, this is the orbicularis oris attached to all the muscles. So when you're pulling here, that will get a little pulled as well. So this grooving, I think will come down a little bit, which will be good for you.
Okay. All right. I will send you before and after pictures.
Thank you. You have any other questions for me?
Yes.
Okay.
I have written down a few.
All right.
What all exercises are allowed
Well, currently none.
for a month?
Yeah. So currently none. After a month, you may do what you choose. Anything, from swimming
And
to
it'll all be normal, right? Like,
absolutely.
Like back to before. And
Yes.
Is there any injury in the muscles of the jaw, as in where muscles are touched during the surgery?
So muscles are touched during surgery. Muscles are detached from its attachment on the bone. So we expect the muscles to reattach with time. So it probably takes a few weeks. That's one of the reasons also why we say not to exercise much and also not to eat hard food, because when you're chewing and everything after jaw surgery, muscles are into action. And when you keep moving, it's against quicker healing.
And for how long after sleep on
Straight.
Straight.
I think 4 weeks is like really superb. By the time everything really heals up. But after a few weeks, let's say 2 or 3 weeks later, you accidentally move a little bit, it shouldn't be a problem. But first couple of weeks, make sure you don't. I would think 4 weeks if you can, just in your case, because it was a pretty big procedure than a normal genioplasty. If it's a symmetrical, simple advancement, it's a little different ball game. You can then still eat a little earlier and, but when we're doing this kind of a rotational, asymmetric correcting genioplasty, then the cuts are behind also. So not short cuts, they're long cuts. So we show you that in the scans.
When you're talking about eating, it's just that I shouldn't bite anything, right? That's
Well,
major
no,
concern.
no. The major concern is not biting. Major concern is chewing.
Yes.
That is a major concern. If you keep
No,
on chewing,
But if I'm gulping, that's
it's okay.
not a problem.
That's not a problem.
All right.
As long as you can gulp something, it's fine for the first few days.
All right. That's it.
Because when you chew, what happens? Food particles can
No, I'm
get.
not able to chew.
You will be able to chew actually. It's slowly. But if you do that too early, so what happens? See, because we're doing all the surgery from inside the mouth, what is our advantage? No scar, right?
Right.
But what is the disadvantage? Higher chance of infection.
Yes.
Because it's dirty. And you have saliva, and if you're not careful, a normal person who brushes teeth every 12 hours, it's like full of dirty organisms in the mouth. So therefore, if you are doing a surgery, there are sutures, stitches, and then you put more food particles there, chances for microorganism to grow more. That's why we're going to give you a gel also. Are you already applying that gel? So we give you a gel, that's like a preventive layer. You just squeeze it like that. So it's going to sit just over your vestibule, we call it. It's that area which is attaching onto the bone. So that it prevents
Just
anything
this
from
area.
going down. So that's the logic for taking all this care. The second thing is, because you're going off to a far off city and troubleshooting is not easy. If you were living next door or like an hours away in Trivandrum or Tirunelveli, then it's different story. I would not give that strict regimen, because if there's something, you can come here and I will just fix it in 5 minutes.
Right.
So, but now you're going to a far off city, and then I have realized if it's another doctor you would go to, they always panic because also we're not doing something very common. Also, secondly, they are not aware of our exact modus operandi, how we're doing this. So then they freak out the patients, they freak out themselves, and then at the end of it, it's not a happy experience for everybody. and then I get involved obviously. So we have to then tell them, we'll refer to another person, all of these things.
Right.
Typically, skin mucosa takes 7 days to heal. Bone, 4 weeks minimum. So if you do any eating before 7 days, it's not healed. That means the barrier can open, the sutures. Then if it goes in, infection is higher. Then
I'm constantly gargling to keep
you're doing a
food
good
particles
job, but don't gargle as in
No,
that.
very light, very light.
Yeah, you shouldn't increase the pressure inside the mouth because that can push saliva inside, and you don't want that to happen either. Because saliva has also got a lot of organisms.
Yes. I'm trying to keep it dry as possible.
Yeah, you're doing a good job. That's what I said. You're doing a good job now. After I've seen it intraorally, you need to just go on the same way for a week, I think, without trying anything new or anything different.
All right.
And then by the time you should have healed, all healed, fine. Done?
All right.
Right. So thank you for the video. She was very cooperative even in the beginning.
Yes. That's only because I've seen his work and it is fabulous, and I think anyone who wants to get any kind of changes or is affecting their confidence should definitely go for it.
Thank you. And sorry for that one dose you got on the next day morning.
Oh, that's all right. That is our
That's
fault.
all over now. But that was
That's
something.
all our fault.
No, nobody's fault. It's just something that happened, but it's fine now. Okay. Thank you.